Hey, young world, friends, peeps, how's it going? So today is Monday. Happy Monday. Over the weekend, it was my daughter's birthday. She turned 30. My youngest daughter, she turned 30. So I'm gonna drop some clips in here of her the time that we had for her birthday. It may be about 3 to 4 minutes long. Not anything extreme. And then Sunday I just kind of like chilled and I read a book or started reading a book. Okay, so y'all, let me go get it. Hold on. So I started reading this book series now. Okay, some of y'all may be saying, but Jules, this is like old business. Well, it could be old business, but volume 9, book number 9 just came out this year, 2024, so it's not too old. So what I'm doing is this right here is actually a thick one because it has books 1 through 3 in it. And yesterday I was reading so much, girl. I made it to chapter 11 of book 1. You know, I had to stop and start because I got grandma duties. Anyway, so I've started reading that edition of books, and when I tell you guys it's good. Okay, let me pause a little bit, because if you guys ain't accustomed to the gangster and shoot 'em up, bang bang, and have problems with sexual energy, it's not for you. Let me just say that it's not for you. But if you okay with all that stuff, it's for you. Just saying. So yeah, it's a good read so far. So it's supposed to have 10 books in total. Like I said, the book 9 just came out this year. Book 10 is not slated to come out. I don't think I have a slate date, but book 1, I don't know when book 1 was first written, child. But what happened was during my 2018, book 1 was written in 2018. So what happened was while we were out with my daughter for her birthday, we went to Barnes & Noble. So all of us are readers in my family, like both me, my 2 daughters, and everything. And what we found out was, because I love me some cultural books, honey. What we found out was that the Barnes & Noble in the Austin area has changed their urban fiction section. And let me say, the Barnes & Noble in Austin Arboretum area it now has a urban fiction. In that Barnes & Noble used to have its own section. It was so prevalent. But now they got like 3 little shelves of urban fiction, and my daughter was telling me how great this series was. She said, "Mom, you should read it." And I was like, "Okay, girl, I'm gonna read it." So I got the first book and I started, and it was really good. And it's not that they don't have any urban fiction books off in there. I think because every company is going through their little DEI thing, now all books are just kind of, if it's fiction, it's fiction. You know what I'm saying? So it's all intertwined. So I don't want it to sound like they don't care about us and this, that. I don't think that's the point. I think the point is that they're just not making it so obvious that this is urban. Like, you have to go into the fiction section now if you want an urban fiction book. That's all I'm saying. So anyway, we for my daughter's birthday, of course I got my nails and toes done. It wasn't about her, it was about me. And then we took her out to this potato place that we love to eat at out in San Marcos and had some potatoes. We thought about going to see Beetlejuice, but honey, I think this past weekend was Beetlejuice's premiere weekend, and you couldn't find no tickets. So like I told her, we may have to plan a time to go see Beetlejuice, get our tickets in advance, and then go. And then that Friday night, we had game night, so that was funny. I have a few clips of that as well. But I think the highlight of her weekend, y'all, my daughter loves her some Beyonce, so she went out and bought her Beyonce's whiskey. I'm not all on Beyonce's tip like that, so I'm not like one of those extreme Beyonce fans. I think I got one. Those of you that still into CDs, I think I got one Beyonce CD. I was more of a Destiny Child's fan than Beyonce. I know Beyonce got some hits out there that people love, but I'm just not. Oh, my daughter loves her some Beyonce, honey. And so she got her whiskey, and we tried out the whiskey. And I'm not a drinker. I'm not. Do I partake occasionally? But if I partake, you can trust and believe that I ain't drinking nothing straight. It has to be cut with something. So she just poured me a little corner, and honey, I was trying to let the ice melt. She thought it was extremely smooth. I'm sitting over here coughing up a lung. I don't have clips of that, but I'm letting you know, for me, it was extremely strong. So I'll stick with my Tennessee whiskey, Jack Daniel, in my teas. And then not only that, the bottle, $90 a bottle. Just saying. $90, the bottle I just showed you. $90 a bottle. So, yeah, things aren't that serious for me. But I'm sure that her whiskey is going to do well, because my daughter had to call around to actually find the whiskey. So she went to one Specs. They didn't have it at Twin Liquors, but she went to one Specs and it was completely sold out. So she found it in an area where it doesn't have a lot of people of color. It's more, Caucasian area. So they had it in stock, but over where, us is, because y'all know how we do. Y'all know how we do. So yeah, we had a pretty good weekend. Yesterday was relaxing, like I said. Today I'm back at work. But I do want to talk to y'all about some things. You know what I'm saying? I do want to have a little conversation with y'all, so I'm making me some coffee. And then I'm going to head back into my office, and I'm going to take you guys with me. So I think what I'm doing, honestly, you guys, is I'm just intertwining my living single over 50 and my girl talk. I'm just putting it all into one thing. Like, if I have something I want to talk about, I'm just going to talk about it here instead of separating it. I think that's how things are going to go in this moment, because that's what I got time for. Home is quiet right now because little mama is at school. My daughter went to work, so I got this time. That's why I'm back in my kitchen. And I've been cleaning a little bit. I've been working a little bit. I've been drinking coffee a little bit. And so I think now that I'm getting, what you call it, acclimated to the change. It's been 2 months, y'all. It takes me some time. But now that I'm getting acclimated to people being in my home, I think I'm getting where I can find the space and time to come back and converse with y'all a little bit more. and enjoy that time. So let me get my coffee. We're gonna head back into the office. I'm gonna talk about what I'm gonna talk about, and then that's gonna end the vlog. But in between that, I'm gonna go ahead and drop the videos and time that me and my daughters have. Let me preference that my daughters are my best friends. My daughters are 30 and 35. They vary ground. So if you sitting here thinking and looking at the clips and wondering, why is she talking and playing with her children like that? Because my children aren't children anymore. So I'm gonna answer that question up front. My children are grown. So anyway, just putting it out there. Stay tight. I'll get with you soon.
Get it out the bag and put it in the freezer. It's what?
I want to go to the liquor store too. Beyonce liquor came out.
What's it gonna do with us?
In my birthday. I wish your ass would. I wish you would. I was talking about you smacking my foot. Say way too much. Later. Thank you.
Did you guys put his helmet on this? Oh, there we go.
Stop whining. It's my phone right there. You should have brought the game. Somebody come out.
And it's a basket full.
I think
I
I'm
knew
gonna
that
get-
was gonna be a small basket.
I think I'm gonna get that mask. I get the wings so little.
You got this long.
You gonna pay for yourself? Why are you getting so angry? That sounds like anger. It's helping and puffing. Back 14 years ago when I took her to the thing. I know.
Long enough for me to recall that Buddy was here.
Maybe at that time I didn't have a car note and a motorcycle. That changes things, honey. $520 a month is a big difference.
I had 2 cars.
I have two cars, but I didn't have no car note, and I did have. But I didn't have no car note. Now I got $520 motorcycle note. My bike wasn't cheap. It was 23. And I put over $8,000.
I never knew it was
Got it out the store.
Your bike was more than my car.
No, mommy.
Yeah.
Your bike is more than my mommy's car.
Saturday and Sunday. It's not anywhere to stay for you.
My chest.
My chest fell out when she told me that fell out. Hit the floor, girl.
I think even when I get my BMW, I be like, got mine.
I don't know if I got mad. There you go. Okay, y'all. Sorry. Took me a few minutes. Look, whenever I feel like I hit something on the side of my house, or near my house, I'm always inspecting. I'm paying attention. So, yeah, I have to go see what the hell's was going on out there in the in the situation. Shit, out in front of my house. Because I shouldn't hear nothing that close to my house, especially when I'm the only one here. So, anyway, that's what was going on. So, y'all look. Y'all look now. In part of the clip that I just showed you guys, towards the end, you could tell that I cut the clip off because the conversation was getting a little bit intense. And here's what I want you guys to understand. You know what I'm saying? I think when you get to the point in life where, especially like for me, because, you know, it's me taking care of my bills, my responsibilities and everything like that. So the fact that I'm doing that, I make sure that I straight before everybody else is straight, period. So that I can do the things that I want to do in life. And like I said, my daughters are grown. So, though I'm here to help them, they got to figure out how to be straight too. Like I can't, I'm not the mother who what you call it? What is that? That handicaps their children. I'm the mother who says, look, you need to get your shit together and keep it pushing. So that's why I kind of cut the conversation out there. Because I didn't want to seem like I was just being too candid on camera when it came to the conversation I was having with my younger daughter. But I also wanted to express the fact that I think it's important for people to understand, and y'all know I always got something for you. I'm not gonna keep it long because I'm trying to keep my videos shorter. But at least at this time, until I ramp back up to be able to do, you know, longer time. Right now, I just think it needs to be, you know, shorter. So here's my gem that I wanted to share with y'all today. Expectations of others. I feel like if you are a person who expect things from other people, you always gonna get your feelings hurt. I really want you guys to think and resonate on that, because you have people in life who feel like, and I don't want to say people owe them anything, but I do want to say that they expect more from people. A good example is that if someone tells you that they love you, they expect for you to show that love. That's a good example. However you show it, they expect for you to show it. But I think what you have to keep in mind is that the person who tells you that they love you may not have the capacity to show it the way you want them to show it, may not be able to show it the way you want them to show it. And since they can't, and until they learn, you got to be able to love yourself. You got to figure out how to love yourself. You got to be able to say, I have no expectations of nobody else because I have full expectations of me. And not what others can do for me or how many people is around me. Because my circle is really small. I think y'all are the biggest circle I got, and that's my community, and that's why I love you. But outside of y'all, the people I deal with face-to-face, one-on-one, I can count them on these. Because I don't deal with a lot of people. But if you the type of person who feel like you always got to have people around you, and you always got to be up under people and people should be celebrating you, you gonna always be in your feelings, because that's not the case. People are fake and fucking phony these days, to keep it a buck. Even when you're in these sororities, or you in these bike clubs, or you in these dinner clubs, or sister clubs, or boy clubs, whatever clubs you in, you can trust and believe. I don't care if it's 20,000 of them. Somewhere off in there, they ain't got you like you think they got you. They really don't. They don't. And if you think they do, you're a fool. I'm just saying. So, my point, my gem is, and I say it a lot in a very small amount of time, stop expecting stuff from people. Whatever you expect from people, and it kind of jumps on the same thing that I was saying in my last vlog. When I said that, can you give what you expect, right? Have the mindset that you got you. So whatever you expect from people, know that you can give it to yourself. That's it. I mean, that's like a lesson that is extremely hard to learn. And as you grow through life, for my young sisters out there, and I know there's males on my platform now, and hey, how you doing? But I know that my platform is majority women. So for my young sisters out there, as you grow, and even for some of, you know, our seasoned in our 50s or mid 40s or 40s or whatever, growth doesn't stop. I don't care how old you get. Growth doesn't stop until you in a fucking casket. So just know that you should have more expectations of yourself than you have of anybody else. So if you want to have a big celebration for you, know that you have to celebrate yourself first, because you give off the same energy. The energy that you give off is what people reciprocate. And what I mean is that if you don't know how to celebrate yourself, why do you think people are going to know how to celebrate for you? You teach people how to treat you. That's the point. Right? And yeah, I don't think there's no end to that. I think that's the end. That's all I got to say. So I will talk to you guys next time. I really need to get back to work. But I love you guys, and I will give you guys soon.